Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. So my lunar brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead. With that said, if you want to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. And they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for our key to the week, we have the Star card. There's two things that come to mind with this. One, this could be the week where you are connecting with some members of your tribe. And this isn't ones that you already have. This is new ones. This could be a week where you are coming across people, meeting them, or maybe there's a meeting, because what I'm seeing is it's kind of like you walk past somebody and you're like, I just got a feeling that I know this person. There's going to be a real sense of kinship. I'm not sure it's in terms of a relationship or like a sexual kind of thing, but there's definitely an acknowledgement of you feel like my people, you feel like my tribe, which, you know, is very important to Cancerian people. For the other part of this as well, something to do with the online world, very likely to feature this week. It's the Star card, right? For your actions and options this week, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a job interview, right? So this person or this soul member or tribe that you are meeting is very likely to be somebody that you meet through the course of your work. You could be connecting with somebody this week that is through a job interview. You could be getting a job, you could be offered a job, you could be going for it. Maybe at the interview, you meet somebody that's on the team that you're going to be working with and you think, wow, you know what, I just feel like I know this person, like we just really click, which is great. The fact that you've got that Ace of Pentacles as well means that this week this is what you're focused on: the work, the money, the job, the career, all of that stuff. Love it. For your communications and conversations, you have the Four of Pentacles. This week, you are going to be taking your time. There's a decision that you're going to need to make when it comes to either this job or your finances or how you're stepping forward. In a lot of ways, I kind of feel like this week it's going to be highlighted to you where you are stuck in a rut. This week you are, if you're a personal business owner, this week you're going to realize where it is that you can't do everything, what it is that you need to outsource, what it is that you are holding on too tightly to. As a perfect example, there are some things, I know this because I am a small business owner, there's some things that, we're Cancerian energy people, right? Whether sun, moon or rising, there are some things that your little pincers just don't want to let go, and you're like, oh, but if I outsource it, they might get it wrong, and it might, you do all of that. This week it's going to be highlighted to you that you can't do it all, and there are going to be some things that you need to hand over. So this week, where you're being too stubborn, maybe too rigid, or where maybe you're doing too much of the pincer thing, is going to be highlighted to you this week. And look at this, because you've got the Star card here as well, the chances are you're going to be able to find somebody, especially if what you do is majority online or website based, which for a lot of people it is now. You could be finding a VA, like a virtual assistant, somebody of that nature. For your money and materials, you have the Five of Pentacles. So, right, when it comes to the immediate finances this month, you may have to shell out for something. If you're getting a new job, maybe you have to buy all of your new work clothes. If you are buying new work clothes, maybe you have to buy some new software for your business. There's going to be an expense that comes up for you this week, one that you're just going to have to take the hit with. The other part of this as well, look at this, you've got the sequence of numbers, right? The Four of Pentacles and the Five. Sequences of numbers means that you're manifesting something, but because it ends on the 5, it kind of suggests that it's almost like it's not finished, or you haven't quite thought it through yet. When it comes to your finances this week as well, and because it's in your money and materials, which can also be your body, This is a week you need to really look after your physical self, because let's say, say you work in a store on your feet all day and you slip and you break a leg. You can't work, right? And the Five of Pentacles can sometimes see you being out of pocket due to illness or accident. So especially because of where this falls, please be very careful with your physical self this week. The other thing is, as well, when it comes to the home, again, it looks like there's going to be some sort of surprise expense that comes up. Now, you've got the Ace of Pentacles here, you've got the Star card, which follows the Tower. So these cards in themselves suggest that you'll be able to cover it. It just might be a hit that you didn't really want to experience or to take. All right? Not necessarily too bad. For your love and relations, you have the Three of Cups. So, for a select few, it does appear that you could be hearing from someone again. Definitely possible. It's very likely to be online though. This is going to be, maybe you get the Facebook message or the I miss you text. Love those. There's that Cancer side-eye shade there. Love those. It could be, it could be that, or because it's the Three of Cups, this might come indirectly through somebody else. When and this happened to me not too long ago. Well, I say not too long ago, like months ago now. I got a message from an ex's friend who I haven't heard from in as long as I haven't heard from that person, which is years now. This was like 3-4 months ago. And it was like, oh, hi, how are you? Where are you living now? And I was like, bitch, if that person wants to know where I am and what I'm doing, tell them to contact me themselves. I just didn't reply. But it could be that kind of situation. Look at me going off on a tangent. Right, so there's that you need to be aware of. And this is whether you're single or partnered. For those of you that are single, you could be reconnecting with somebody, maybe somebody that you work with. I'll tell you a funny story. I'll be as quick as I can, but oh, cringe. When one day I was talking to my supervisor at work, and I realised that one night we'd been out on a night out. This is before I'd even worked with this person, and then came to realise that I'd actually hit on them in a bar before. I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me whole. So I just pretended that I didn't know what they were talking about. I was just like, oh, okay. And luckily no names were mentioned. So I kind of think they were a bit like, yeah, I'll let that slide. You can let it slide. We're all good here. For those of you that are partnered, taken, this could be a recurring expense that comes up for you this week. It might be something that you guys keep having to look at, or something that keeps coming up. Maybe it's something that you keep patching over, but you haven't quite repaired properly. This week, I feel like you're going to get to that point where you're like, you know what, we can't afford to keep doing this. Let's just fix it once and for all. Take the financial hit. Once it's done, it's done. All right, so just something to consider here. With that said, for those of you that are, in fact, for all Cancerians, Sun and Rising, and for those of you that are cross-watching, the energy that surrounds love this week is actually very jovial. There could be a lot of laughs, a lot of giggles, a lot of fun to be had, but you have to keep it light-hearted. And I think providing you do that, it could actually be quite good. All right, with that said, I wish you all an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Just laughing at someone that I know everyone's going to be like, ooh, Rash sharing all his business out there for all to see. Take care, and I'll see you soon.